And it's time for your 7-10 matchup here in the first round of the Mountain West Women's Basketball Tournament. Nate Kreckman and Tammy Blackburn with you courtside at the Thomas & Mack Center. It's the 7 seed San Diego State Aztecs taking on the 10 seed Boise State. Tammy, San Diego State led by Sofia Ramos, the leading scorer for this team. Honorable mention, all conference, getting set to take on a Boise State team that's been sputtering a bit of late. They've lost 6 in a row coming into the tournament.
Sofia Ramos, fifth all-time in scoring at SDSU. She's got over 1,500 points, 500 rebounds, 400 assists. I mean, she's done a lot for this program. This matchup looks really good for our guards. Boise State's post might cause us some problems, but on paper, really, we should win this game. San Diego State has the edge there. It's the 7-10 matchup in the first round at the Mountain West Tournament. We'll get you the starting lineups and the opening tip. San Diego State and Boise State here on the Mountain West Network. All right, ready to get this one underway. Nate Kreckman and Tammy Blackburn at the Thomas & Mack. Your starting lineup right there for Boise State, coming in at 8-20 on the year. And they are led by Dominique Leonidas, the 5'5" senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia, averaging 11.3 points per game coming in. Boise State, of course, led by the great Gordy Presnell, over 317 wins, or over 300 wins. That's 317 to be exact at Boise State. San Diego State, Kylie Jade Pepe, the freshman, along with the all-freshman guard Asia Avenger in the backcourt. Sofia Ramos, the legend at SDSU, one of the 5 leading scorers in the history of that program. Mallory Adams, Mercedes Staples round out the starting 5 for Stacey Terry Hudson in her 9th season on Montezuma Mesa. So here we go. San Diego State and Boise State, the 7-10 matchup. San Diego State in white, and they control the opening tip here at the Thomas & Mack. Tammy, game number 2 after that stunning comeback by Utah State in game number 1 to win and advance. We've got ourselves a matchup here today. The guards for San Diego State have the advantage, but the bigs for Boise State, they are good. They're going to pose some problems. Their height on the inside, they're quick, they're very good. You talked about Leonidas, play her to drive. She is very, very good with the handle and has a quick first step. Narrow a dribble handoff for Osley. First offensive possession for Boise State in the black today. Leonidas, so much speed. Excellent entry pass, the feed inside, and the soft touch for Elodie Lalat, the sophomore from Paris. Well, we promised you that the bigs were going to be problematic for San Diego State University, and there you saw it right there. The Broncos going right inside immediately to their 5-player who has a strong presence on their low block. I love what Lalat brings to this club. Mid-range jump shot missed by Staples, and back comes Boise State. They want to run in transition. You cannot forget about some of these players. Osley's very good in a 3-point shooter in transition. A lot looking for Leonidas, finally got it to her. Around the baseline, cross-court pass to Narrow. Osley, you see the catch in the drive right away. Aggressive, picked up her dribble and gets called for steps. San Diego State has to be very careful. They have had a better season than the Broncos, but they have to be mindful that Boise State is about 8 to 10 points better coming into this road game than they really were at the home court. And San Diego State's coaching staff talking about, we cannot overlook this team just because they are the number 10 seed. There has to be a lot of respect for what Gordy Presnell has done with his club. Avenger pulls up and rattles it down from mid-range. First bucket of the basketball game for San Diego State. Today, Asia Avenger was named to the Mountain West all-freshman team. Terrific season. Step back by Leonidas. That's an air ball. Ramos can push. She'll step back. That one just a little too strong, but the offensive rebound is corralled by San Diego State. Stop and pop for Ramos. Doesn't hit. Entry pass over the head of Pepe, out of bounds. Kylie Jade Pepe, the 5'11" freshman from Long Beach, California, needed to be about 6'2" to catch that one. Pepe, whose brother Kobe played football at USC, her dad played football at Humboldt State. Really, the bloodline's pretty good for Pepe and the family.
Abby Muse, the turnaround, the left hand, too strong. Leonidas in there among the trees and pulls down the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity now for Boise State. A lot looking for narrow on the backdoor cut. It wasn't there. Drive and a kick into the corner. Three ball doesn't fall. Lalott the offensive rebound. The putback doesn't fall. And it's finally run down by Avinger, the freshman from Cerritos, California. She'll put it on the floor, go right into the body of Muse and draw the foul, and that will put Avinger at the line.
That's a great take, just being aggressive and trying to get to the cup, but more importantly, drawing that foul. Avinger does a really good job. She's a two-time Mountain West Freshman of the Week winner, and she's the first Aztec, Nate, freshman to ever score 30 points, and she did it against this Bronco team.
Good on the first. Asia Avinger, Tammy, one of 4 freshmen in the country, averaging at least 11.5 points, 4.5 boards, and 3.5 assists per contest. Gives you an idea what kind of freshman season she's had.
She's a small guard at 5'7". The fact that she's a good rebounder is just a solid skill set for Avinger.
Goes 1 of 2. San Diego State first lead at 3-2. Just over 3 minutes gone by.
I love the way Broncos getting down the floor. They push on that miss.
Knocked away, but run down by Lavrovich, who checked in early for Osley for Boise State. A quick substitution by Presnell. Lalott back to the basket and couldn't connect with Muse. Narrow chases it down in the corner, and she gets called for traveling as Boise State was all out of sorts on that possession.
And you can credit Avinger for that pressure. That was just making the Broncos uncomfortable. A nice job by Avinger to come out, and Avinger knew that they had really worked the shot clock nicely, didn't need to foul, but was very active with her hands.
Osley back in. Lavrovich will sit down. And we got the first substitution for San Diego State. Kim Villalobos into the contest. When San Diego State lost at Boise State earlier this season, Mallory Adams and Kim Villalobos were out of that game. So a size mismatch really favored Boise State as the 3 ball is taken and missed by Adams. Leonidas has an open 3, steps into it, in and out, no good. Had a good look, just wouldn't go down. Avinger, the crossover, so much speed, got herself that space and drains it.
Nice. I mean, her defense is leading to her offense. She's a high energy defensive player. She's coming down. She wants to push. I love the stop and pop.
This is the first time since 2017 that Boise State is not the defending champ in this tournament. Lalott, an excellent cut without the basketball, but she missed the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds, last touched by Lalott. So a good offensive possession for Boise State. They just couldn't finish.
Muse was there. Lalott was there. Lalott at 6'1". Abby Muse at 6'3", just a sophomore. Some young players, both Lalott and Muse, both sophomores. Good size, good minutes.
Now Boise State just won for their first 7. Adams backs it out. Over to Ramos. Got the screen from Adams. Down the left side of the paint and off the window.
She had to adjust her shot to be able to get that off the window. And that was nice. She had to bring the ball from the left side to the right side as a right-handed shooter. That's a tough shot.
7-0 run San Diego State over the last 3 minutes. Narrow the entry pass to Lalott. Tried to gut it to Muse on the cut, and it was knocked away. Avinger goes to work. Had it stripped away, right to Adams. And Adams into the lane, but the floater doesn't fall.
Adams, tough one. She really forced it. Did not have a good look there. Boise State was not giving Adams that middle lane, that middle drive.
Muse steps into it from the elbow, doesn't fall. And the rebound is yanked down by Villalobos. Outlet to Avinger, ahead to Ramos. A pump fake, drives baseline, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way, good. Mercedes Staples from downtown. Credit Ramos with the assist.
Yeah, the 5'10" senior out of Centerville, Utah, does a really nice job. four-star recruit.
10-0 run for San Diego State. Leonidas chases it down. 4-minute mark, first quarter. Osley a pump fake, one dribble, two are left. Fires it up, no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by Nero. San Diego State ball with a timeout on the floor. A 10-0 run for the Aztecs here in the first quarter at the Thomas and Mack Center. We get a 10-0 run here at the Thomas and Mack. San Diego State has opened up an 8-point lead here on Boise State. Tammy, the Broncos won for their first 9 from the floor, including 0 for their last 8. It's San Diego State ball. How does Boise State get it rolling?
Well, they got to get a 3-ball going, right? And they don't have a 3-ball right now. They're 0 for 3. And look at San Diego State attack the gaps in that defense. Set up in what looked to be a zone, but there was so much space inside, and San Diego State, right out of the break, immediately attacks. Stacey Terry Hudson has to be pleased in her 9th season with the way that her team has come out. High energy and good looks, playing with really good pace and a lot of fire.
Yeah, now a 12-0 run on that bouncy finish by Villalobos. Plus Boise State just turned it right back over. Avenger, and on the jump stop, shuffled her feet, turns it back over. Avenger just a little too much gas right there. Couldn't quite get it under control. Inbounded by Trista Hull into the game now for Boise State. Freshman, Leonidas a crossover. Entry past the hole, back to Leonidas. Rachel Bowers into the game as well. Osley with the drive, put it on the floor, the Euro step, and she finished. And the foul. So we talked about Boise State needing to get the 3-ball going. They'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wow, what a job by Osley finishing through that contact. Chance at a 3-point play.
You know, she's one of those players that you're in the scouting report and you're thinking about, all right, she's a 3-point shooter and spot up, but she can create. You see how she's very comfortable with the ball in her hands, and while she dribbles a lot, maybe without passing, she still keeps her dribble alive. She doesn't pick up that dribble and get put into a vulnerable situation, and oftentimes you'll see her at the line because of that.
Completes the 3-point play. That's a huge bucket for Osley. She was 0 for 12 from 3 over her last 3 games. Missed her first 3 in this one. She just needs to see the ball go in the basket. Critical 3-point play. Got it back to a 7-point game here with inside 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Ramos, a drive and a dish. And the layup missed by Edwards. Wide open underneath the bucket. Inside, just couldn't finish. Leonidas, a head fake. Gets into the paint. The fadeaway is good.
Here comes Boise State on a little bit of a run. Nice out of the break. They went from 2 points where they were in a lull, and now all of a sudden, they've got a quick 7.
Alex Crane in the game. Villalobos over to Ramos. Got it back to Crane. A crossover, a drive, and it's deflected and stolen.
And a good pick in the zone, a good stop. They didn't want to let San Diego State get back in that gap like they did earlier.
Bowers 3-ball. Front iron no good. Long rebound is chased down by Ramos. Boise State just 3 of 12 from the field. Ramos picked up her dribble. Pump fake and a drive. And the score by Edwards, her first bucket.
She's in her 5th year with this San Diego State program. Started 11 games last year. Comes off the bench for the Aztecs. Trying to just spell some of the bigs like Mallory Adams and give a break to some of the other post players.
Bowers back to the basket and it's stripped away, but she got fouled. Second team foul on San Diego State.
Rachel Bowers go to the free throw line. She's been a staple in this program. She has appeared in all 28 games this season, but Nate, she is a senior at 6'3", 3-time Mountain West Scholar athlete, 3-time academic All-Mountain West. Bowers is a team best in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. You saw her come in and take a three-point attempt, and that will be her shot.
Misses that first free throw. Had a double-double against New Mexico back on the 31st of December. Last two games, she's 9 of 13 from the floor. Really been playing well coming into the tournament. Makes 1 of 2 on that trip. 6-point game with 90 seconds left here in the first. As Avenger was trying to throw it along the baseline over to Staples. It goes out of bounds, but it was deflected out by the Broncos, so it's Aztec ball. 21 on the shot clock. Winner of this game will get the 2-seed New Mexico tomorrow. Utah State, first team to advance today. Comeback win against Fresno State. They got the 1-seed UNLV tomorrow. It's the first round. Mountain West, of course, an 11-team league, so 6 teams play first-round matchups. 5 teams get byes. Another turnover forced by Boise State. Worked around the key to Narrow. We hit the 1-minute mark here of the quarter. Jada Clark. High left side for Bowers. Osley will take a 3. Got it to fall. Her first 3 in her last 4 games. Anna Osley's got 6.
Well, she takes the most three-point attempts on this team, coming in at 151.
Corner 3 ball and the answer. The drive and the kick to Staples.
Staples just takes the wind out of the sails of Boise State after that Osley beautiful 3.
Bowers gets an open look from downtown, in and out, halfway down. Osley, the offensive rebound, and the putback. Anna Osley leading all scorers with 8. The sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona.
A lot of fight in this Broncos team right now. Try to end it strong after this first quarter.
5 seconds to go now in the quarter. Avenger gets to the rim and lays it in. The English got it to go down 19-13. San Diego State a 6-point lead. 10 minutes gone by in this one. The Aztecs leading the Broncos in Vegas. The Broncos trailing by 6 here as we get the second quarter underway. Anna Osley's been the story so far for Boise State. She has 8 of their 13 points. For San Diego State, Asia Avenger made all 3 of her shots in that first quarter. She's got 7 as we get the second quarter underway. And Osley, a beautiful drive and dropped it off to Trista Hull, who laid it in.
Hull, who's given 4 minutes already, comes in and starts the second quarter because of her work. Beautiful execution on that pick and roll. Love the pass.
Ramos to her left, bodies up into Osley and goes up and finishes strong. Well, she's so tough to defend when she gets downhill towards the basket.
She can get downhill, and so can Avenger, and they can really cause problems. Those two in the game together, they can break down a defense.
Clark to Narrow, back up top for Osley, who lost it, and it's stolen by Ramos, and she'll cruise in for the easy 2.
Boy, did San Diego State need this, because in 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter, Boise State went on a little run. They got 5 points. They closed the gap, and now San Diego State comes out, and they have the first 2 buckets of this second quarter.
Ramos has 6. Foul away from the basketball was called on San Diego State. And yeah, Osley just couldn't wrangle that one in. And Ramos, the gift.
Yeah, that's a run out, a quick run out.
2-on-0 break. It's a high percentage look.
Lalott is back in for Boise State, and she is good in the blocks. They will look for her to post up, showing numbers now.
Osley feeds it to Lalott. She gets doubled, splits 2 defenders, goes up and draws contact.
If you're going to double, you got to keep her from turning. I mean, you're sacrificing giving somebody else up to go over there and double team, which means somebody's open. She's good on the pass, but watch her slip the D. Here she is. You know she's going to spin. You have to close out better. If you are Mallory Adams, you want to make sure that you go foot to foot with your teammate and don't give Lalott any space.
Foul was on Adams. That was her first. Lalott has been playing very well coming into this tournament. She scored in double figures in her last 4. Overall, though, this Boise State team really has struggled. 0 for 2 on that trip. They've lost 6 in a row, 9 of 10 coming into the Mountain West tournament. This is unfamiliar territory for Boise State as they four-peated from 2017 to 2020. This year, they're playing first round action. The 10 seed coming into the tournament. San Diego State is the 7 seed. Osley got a good open look. High arcing, wouldn't fall. Leonidas the offensive rebound. Beautiful dish to Lalott, who slips by a defender. Elodie Lalott now with 6. And we had a whistle, and we'll get a quick cleanup on the floor. The sweat crew's all over it. Boise State also won this tournament in 2015, so 5 times the Mountain West tournament champions. Led by the legend Gordy Presnell, his 35th year overall, his 17th at Boise State. 713 career victories between Boise State and Seattle Pacific.
I think you use the word legend, and really that's the only word that fits, because it's the right word, and it's quite an honor. He is the legend.
Lalott, good position on Villalobos. She couldn't finish. Open 3 is taken, but it's missed. And back comes San Diego State. Staples just lost her balance and fell over. Leonidas circles around the baseline. Oh, that's a wide open look for Trista Hull. Couldn't get it to go, though.
Shot that one from her hip. Was not in rhythm on that shot, even though she had some time.
Avenger feeds the post to Villalobos, and a whistle and a foul. It was Osley over the back. It's the first on Anna Osley. First team foul of the quarter on Boise State as they trail it by 6 with 7 minutes remaining here in this first half. Oh, Adams, a nice dish inside, and Villalobos, she'll be thinking about that one. Wide open look the other way, and Leonidas drops it off to Lalott, who goes up and finishes. Boise State taking advantage of that missed opportunity by the Aztecs.
When you're playing Boise State, you've got to sprint the floor. You cannot let them get easy looks in transition.
Avenger, though, goes right back. She's now 4 of 4 from the field and a team high 9 points.
You must force Boise State to get into the half-court offense. You have a much better chance at stopping them there. And, of course, the Aztecs have the edge in that situation. But the Broncos are showing that they want to run, and they are doing that scoring in transition. Getting a couple of fast break points.
Mary Kay Narrow back. Anna Osley takes a seat. Narrow, a sophomore from Beaverton, Oregon, 7th in the Mountain West in assists, 5th in minutes played. Avenger got a wide open look. That's her first miss from the field. The rebound is pulled down by Muse. Narrow pushes the tempo, trying to go coast to coast, can't finish. Ramos the rebound. Both teams pushing the pace. Corner 3, Staples, no. Quickly into the front court goes Narrow. Leonidas in the corner, drives baseline, double pumps, no. Staples goes over her and pulls down the rebound.
Leonidas has been quiet in this game. She's tried to be the facilitator. She's got 2 points. She is 1 of 4 from the field, including 0 for 1 from long range. San Diego State pleased about the way that they've been able to contain Leonidas.
Offensive foul on San Diego State. They called that on Villalobos. jostling for position. Abby Muse will inbound. Boise State will walk it up down 6 as we approach the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter.
You got Lavrovich in for Boise State. She's just a freshman, but a good little player, experienced in 21 games.
Nero's got an open 3 off the feed from Leonidas, too strong. And battling on the weak side, Villalobos came away with it, but Staples couldn't handle it, gives it right back to Boise State, and then Boise State throws it right back to San Diego State.
A little clumsy by both teams. Bit of a hot potato there. Bowers had it.
Ramos, the senior, honorable mention all conference, going to settle things down. The freshman Avenger. Shot clock winding down. Avenger goes to work. A crossover, a step back, in and out, no good. That was a good look, just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, the rim just not friendly for Avenger. That's the look you want. Reminds you a little bit of Haley Hannah Cavender, who we saw at Fresno State earlier today. Low crossover, and
Nero can't get the 3 to fall. Offensive rebound, Lavrovich. The spin inside, but Muse couldn't get it to fall.
Boise State just doesn't have the guard depth that San Diego State has. They do have the size inside, but aside from Leonidas, they just don't have that depth, and you can see right there sometimes that's where they struggle.
Both teams in a drought right now. It's been over 2 minutes and 40 seconds since our last bucket. Avenger going to work as the shot clock winds down, lost it, got it back, fade away, but she didn't get it off in time, and a shot clock violation on San Diego State.
Yeah, the official, Chuck Gonzalez, was all over that. He knew that the minute that that ball came out of the hands of Avenger.
25-19, San Diego State the lead here in the second quarter. It's first round action at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Boise State down 6 right now to San Diego State here in this 7-10 matchup. Both teams have gone cold. San Diego State just 1 of their last 7 from the field. Boise State 1 of their last 9. Nobody has scored in over 3 minutes. Nate Kreckman and Tammy Blackburn with you this afternoon on the Mountain West Network from Stadium. Boise State trying to get Leonidas into the paint. She feeds Muse, back to the basket, turns, and misses. Broncos 1 for their last 10 now from the field. Isabella Hernandez into the game for the first time. Staples trying to feed the post, knocked away by Muse, right to Ramos. Ramos, the floater, well contested by Boise State, and back go the Broncos.
Yeah, the great defense by the Broncos. And look at this, Lavrovich takes it all the way. San Diego State not stepping up and picking up ball and stopping them from putting the ball on the ground. That's what the Broncos want to do. They want to get to the cup in a hurry. They don't want you to get set in your half-court defense.
Aztecs catch the break on the missed layup. See if they can take advantage. Ramos down the right side of the paint. Runner doesn't fall.
Somebody has to stop ball. San Diego State has to run back and turn around. Look at the spot-up shooter, Leonidas, already in her position.
Couldn't get that to fall. Staples saves it right to Ramos.
Yeah, just a wild shot there by Leonidas. I think she left her feet, didn't really have much of a shot. Poor angle. A lot of defense there in that space.
Broncos have missed their last 9 now. Adams goes right into the body, but had it blocked. Goes into the hands of Edwards, and she had her shot blocked. Good stop for Boise State. Can they take advantage? Lavrovic down the lane with the left hand, the soft touch.
Boy, she's come off the bench and been strong for this Bronco program. Lavrovic putting the ball on the ground, really hurting this San Diego State team. Not only from the outside can she shoot, but at 5'9", she's just a freshman. Impressive with her ability to get to the cup and be effective on the finish.
First bucket in over 5 minutes in this game. And a foul away from the ball on San Diego State. Turned over, and it's Bronco basketball with 53.8 seconds left on the game clock.
Yeah, you have to be smarter if you're San Diego State. You're holding on to what was a 6-point lead, and then you allow Lavrovic just to get to the rim and make it easy. You come down with an empty possession. Too many empty possessions for San Diego State.
Call was on Edwards. You saw her pleading her case. Osley in the corner, defended by Hernandez. Entry pass stolen by Pepe. Like, she was all over that.
Yeah, that was good. Good hands. Just a freshman.
But a 6-second difference, game and shot clock. Avenger will take her time. She's going to play two-man game with Pepe. Crossover goes to her left. We got a three on the way. Mallory Adams does not fall. Lalott the rebound. Boise State's got to go. Leonidas into the front court, and she got fouled on the three. It was a heave with a 1/10 of a second left. She got hit on the arm, and Dominique Leonidas will go to the free throw line. Avenger.
Oh, such a mistake by the freshman, and we understand you're just a freshman, but you got to know that make her make that tough shot. You said it, Nate. That's a heave, and a bit of a wild heave at that.
Leonidas, a 74% foul shooter. The generosity by San Diego State. I mean, Tammy, when you say dying moments of the half, look at what's on the clock. It doesn't get much more dead than that.
It could be a 1-point game. It could be a 1-point game going into the locker room because of that. I mean, Leonidas is a redshirt senior. She knows what she's doing, and certainly knew on that shot.
Makes 2 of 3. But they cut it to a 2-point game at the break. It's 25-23, San Diego State. Asia Avenger leading all scorers with 9 for the Aztecs. Osley with 8 for Boise State. Your halftime show is next.
March Madness is underway here in Las Vegas at the 2022 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. Welcome inside the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas. I'm Bridget Howard for the Mountain West Network. At the half, San Diego State up 25-23. This is the first time that these two teams have met in the Mountain West tournament. Earlier today, the Mountain West Conference announced the Postseason Awards for women's basketball. So here's a closer look at our Players and Coach of the Year awards. After leading the Lady Rebels to their first outright conference championship since the league's inception, the Mountain West Player of the Year is Desiree Young from UNLV. Young, a 3-time Player of the Week honoree, finished conference play averaging 14.4 points and 9.5 rebounds per game, while shooting 55.2% from the field and 70% at the free throw line. The Las Vegas native scored in double figures in 17 of the Lady Rebels' 18 conference contests, earning double-doubles in 5 of those games. Sierra Winters from Air Force is the Defensive Player of the Year. The senior guard averaged a conference-high 2.4 steals per game while collecting 43 total steals in the conference season. Winter's 78 total steals on the year ranks 13th in the nation, while her 2.7 steals per game are 21st in the country. The senior helped Air Force hold conference opponents to a Mountain West low 58.4 points per game. Winters becomes just the second player in program history to earn an individual all-conference award since the start of the league in 1999. Colorado State's Upe Itosu is the Mountain West Newcomer of the Year. The senior recorded 6 20-point scoring games in conference play and is one of only 8 Mountain West players to record a 30-point scoring game this season. Itosu's 16.7 points per game in Mountain West play ranks 5th in the league. The Edo State, Nigeria native finished league action with 300 total points, 52 rebounds, and 18 steals. Alison Ferdig from Wyoming is the Freshman of the Year and the first Cowgirl to win this award in Mountain West history. The Glendale, Wyoming native earned a league-high 5 Mountain West Freshman of the Week honors this season. Ferdig averaged 10.5 points and 9.5 rebounds in conference play, while shooting 48.9% from the field and 70.8% at the free throw line. UNLV's Nneka Obiizor is the 6th Person of the Year. The Lady Rebel came off the bench averaging 11.4 points per game in all conference contests. The Minnesota native pulled down 5.7 rebounds per contest on her way to becoming the second UNLV player to claim the 6th Person of the Year honors and the first since the 2018-2019 season. In her 7th year at the helm, Air Force head coach Chris Gobrecht has been named the Mountain West Coach of the Year. Gobrecht guided the Falcons to a 17-12 overall record and an 11-7 finish in conference play, the program's first winning season since becoming Division I in 1996. Air Force finished the regular season in the top 5 of the league's standings and will enter the 2022 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship as the number 5 seed, earning a first-round bye for the first time in program history.
Congratulations to all of the award winners on their achievements and for making their mark on Mountain West women's basketball. For a closer look at the all-conference, all-defensive, and all-freshman teams, you can head on over to the MW.com. Be sure to stick with us. Coming up next, we'll have highlights, stats, and more. The madness is underway here in Las Vegas at the 2022 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. At the half, number 7 San Diego State up 25-23 over number 10 Boise State. I'm Bridget Howard for the Mountain West Network, and it has been a low-scoring affair here in this second game of the first round of the Women's Basketball Championship. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. Boise State, San Diego State, they split the regular season series with Boise State winning the last time out. This is the first time these two teams have met in the Mountain West tournament. Asia Avinger, one of the freshmen selected to the all-freshman team this year, hitting a pull-up there. She scored 9 points, was the leading scorer for the Aztecs in the first half. Sofia Ramos as well. Anna Osley for Boise State coming up clutch with a major 3 there. One of her strong suits is making sure she gets those long-range balls, and Sofia Ramos there with the steal. She had 6 points in this first half. San Diego State was up there 23-15. And then Dominique Leonidas with the assist to Elodie Lalotte for San Diego State, and finishing it off, Lindsay Larovich with the left-hand finish. It has been an exciting first round so far here today at the Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. Earlier today, we saw Utah State beat Fresno State. Utah State was able to beat Fresno State in the final seconds of the game, and as you can see here on the bracket, they will advance tomorrow to the quarterfinals to take on the number 1 seed UNLV. Later today at 7 p.m., you will see Colorado State taking on San Jose State, and then tomorrow you'll get Nevada and Air Force after the first game tomorrow, UNLV Utah State, and then you'll see New Mexico taking on the winner of this game. At the half, San Diego State up 25-23. Stick with us. Second half coming up next.
Back at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nate Kreckman and Tammy Blackburn with you on the Mountain West Network as Boise State able to cut it to a 2-point lead at the break, 25-23. The 7-seed San Diego State leading the 10-seed Boise State. For San Diego State, Asia Avenger has been the story with 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Anna Osley leading the way for Boise State with 8.
Boise State has done a really good job on the glass, as we expect. They lead the Mountain West Conference with 13 offensive rebounds per game. They come in right now at the half, and they've got 6 boards. The issue for them is that their second chance points is pretty low, considering the looks that they've had. They've got 4 second chance points on that, so San Diego State has to be mindful that they got a little bit lucky that Boise State, coming in as the #1 team on the offensive glass, did not make them pay.
Boise State shooting 29% from the floor in that first half, just 1 of 10 from behind the arc. San Diego State a much more efficient 41% shooting in the first half of that game. Like you said, the rebounding edge is essentially dead even at 21-20. We got a 2-point game. Winner of this matchup gets the 2-seed New Mexico tomorrow. If San Diego State can finish this, Tammy, as they lead by 2 as we get the third quarter underway, it'd be their most wins since the 2012-2013 campaign. Adams will inbound to Avenger. Pepe, Ramos, and Staples starting 5 on the floor for San Diego State. Adams will take a quick 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Osley dives onto the floor. And the possession arrow will keep the basketball with San Diego State. Boise State starting 5 in as well. That's Nero, Osley, Leonidas, Lalott, and Muse. Ramos a baseline drive and a block from behind, but a whistle and a foul.
Well, you notice that they tried to execute the pick and roll, and there was nothing there, and Ramos hesitated because she was looking for something to happen, maybe manufacture points, and ultimately what she did was she just read that baseline was open and that she could draw the foul. That's the type of player Ramos is she creates nothing on the first look, which was the pick and roll. The defense both stayed with her, and even though her teammate wasn't open, she was able to draw that foul.
Sofia Ramos passed 1,500 career points last Saturday. She is 5th all-time San Diego State history. Only Aztec with 1,500 points, 500 rebounds, 400 assists for her career. Misses the second. It's a 3-point game. Osley, leading scorer for the Broncos today with 8. Entry pass, Muse tried to bounce it over to Lalott. Taken away by San Diego State. Pepe couldn't finish there. Ramos found her on the cut. Narrow the other way. Contact, no whistle, off the window and in.
Yeah, Boise State came to play here in the second half. And that was a good look in transition by San Diego State, but the miss. Pepe was short, hit the bottom of the rim on that shot. And then Boise State, like we've seen them do, very good in their transition game, and they go down and make the Aztecs pay.
Ramos gets the screen, got the matchup she liked, pulled up from 3. Leonidas the other way. The fadeaway by Leonidas, the soft touch, and Boise State takes the lead 27-26.
That is a good-looking shot by the 5'5" redshirt senior.
Just the second lead change of this basketball game, and the first lead for Boise State since 2-0. Oh, the putback up and in. Pepe yanked down the offensive rebound and got the finish.
Well, if you're an Aztec fan, you are standing up and celebrating because the Aztecs needed that. Gordy Presnell's bunch of the Broncos came and took that lead away from San Diego State. Multiple opportunities, and Nate, I got to tell you, San Diego State's getting the shots that they want, whether that's mid-range or long-range. They're just not falling, struggling a little bit. Shooting percentages dropped for San Diego State, a couple of percentage points. They're down to 38 as Pepe converts. A three-point play, that was important. She's going to be a good little player, 5'11" freshman.
Yeah, fourth consecutive start for Pepe.
And Avenger, also freshman.
And she has the steal right on cue, ahead to Avenger. Leonidas chased her down from behind. Avenger will reset. Guts it to Ramos, steps into a three. Mary Kay Nero, always pushing the tempo. Dribble handoff to Osley. Boy, Ramos right up on her.
Ooh, Pepe lost track of Lalott for just a split second, but they didn't find her.
Now Lalott gets it. Turnaround no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it's Aztec basketball. Boise State has led for just a minute 22 of this basketball game. Avenger gets to the rim, strong move, and puts it in off the glass.
You know, I think that she needs to continue to get downhill. Boise State is going to have trouble stopping the guards. And Avenger and Ramos, they can have their way if they're just patient, let the game come to them, make the right choices.
Avenger, the first player in this game in double figures with 11. Leonidas lost it, chased it down. Osley with the shot clock nearing its end. Step back three. And that's a shot clock violation as that drew no iron. A look of consternation, we'll call it, from Gordy Presnell. He's going to go to his bench as Trista Hull and Rachel Bowers come back into the game. Hull at 6'2", Bowers at 6'3", so Presnell trying to get some size out on the floor.
And Lavrovich comes in, and I liked her game in that second quarter when she checked in. I think this is a great substitution. The 5'9" freshman, good defender, but I think she hurt San Diego State off the bounce.
Staples misses from two-point range. Pepe, the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity now for the Aztecs. San Diego State, a 4-point lead in the basketball in the third quarter. Avenger drive and kick. Pepe, a pump fake, puts it on the floor. Tough shot, doesn't go. Look at Leonidas, turn on the Jets, finds some space and knocks it down.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I just love watching her take her rhythm shot. She's in rhythm on her release. You just feel like it's going in. So good off the bounce.
Ramos, strong drive, but doesn't finish.
Well, Lavrovich just stood her defensive ground, and she didn't give Ramos any space there, and she has access to that space that she owns as a defensive player. Played her straight up. Good, clean D.
Osley backs out. Screen from Bowers. Gets it back on the pick and pop. Staples the rebound.
That pick and pop that you mentioned is something that Boise State actually started to do more of within their season, and they had some success with it, and that's why they're running that look in today's game.
Well, Ramos and Avenger having a conversation out there. San Diego State just a little out of rhythm on this possession, and Boise State gets the stop, although Osley dives on the floor in a tie-up, and the possession arrow goes back the other way. And we got a timeout on the floor. Aztecs by 2 with 31-29. It's first round action of the Mountain West tournament. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. San Diego State, the 7th seed here in the tournament, leading Boise State. First round action of the Mountain West tournament. Earlier today, Utah State, a victory over Fresno State of the come-from-behind variety. So Utah State is advanced. They get UNLV tomorrow. New Mexico, the 2-seed Lobos, await the winner of this matchup. Boise State basketball down 2 right now. And out of the timeout, Gordy Presnell has gone small. Lavrovic down the left side of the paint, and she gets fouled by Villalobos. That's the 3rd on Kim Villalobos.
Yeah, this is why Lavrovic is in the game, and this is why I talk about her hurting you off the dribbles, that if you can't contain her and she's going to keep that dribble alive, she's going to eventually try to get to the rim, draw the foul. Once that defense is broken down, she reads that, and that's where she can exploit you, and that's why she's standing at the free throw line. Good little player. Going to be a great program, going to be a great player for this program at 5'9", a freshman from Gig Harbor.
It's her 22nd game played this season, 1 of 2.
Also a good volleyball player, Nate. Started at Peninsula High School up in Washington.
Adams puts it on the floor and had it blocked by Hull. Aztecs get it back. Oh, wow, and they reset the shot clock, and Gordy Presnell can't believe it. Avinger in open 2. Asia Avinger's got 13, leading all scores. And Gordy Presnell is continuing that conversation. He didn't think that shot clock should have been reset. And Lalott loses it out of bounds. Boise State turns it back over. Avinger leading all Mountain West freshmen in scoring and assists this season. 13 points, leads all scorers in this game. Boy, her and Leonidas, that's been such a good matchup today. Baseline drive in the reverse. Villalobos off the feed from Avinger. Timeout, Boise State. Gordy Presnell wants to talk this over. Broncos composure lost a little bit, and the Aztecs have pushed the lead to 5. Fans all over the place here at the Thomas and Mack. She and the Broncos need to get going. 35-30. Boise State's not scored over the last 2.5 minutes. San Diego State has led in this game by as many as 10, but they have pushed the lead back to 5. The Aztecs outscoring Boise State 10-7 here in the third quarter, and it's Bronco basketball. Tammy, what does Boise State need to get back to get back into this basketball game?
Well, I think if, they can put the ball on the ground and get downhill. Leonidas has to lead that charge. Lavrovic is in still. I love the way that, she can spot up. When Leonidas gets downhill, she can be that spot-up shooter on the outside.
Leonidas had a good look there.
And I think their bigs also need to do a little bit more work around the rim. That's where they have the advantage, but they're going to have to defend, because I'm going to tell you right now, Ramos, Avinger, and several others are going to be attacking the glass, just like that Avinger, and she converts. She's just so quick.
Leonidas lost it, got it back. Avinger is 7-9 from the floor today. Osley gets to the rim, can't finish, but she'll go to the line. Need to see more of that from Boise State. Get to the basket, draw contact, go to the line. As Boise State, 5 of 10 from the stripe. They could do more work there. Some substitutions as Mary Kay Nero, Abby Muse, and Jada Clark all return now for Boise State. Lalott and Leonidas, along with Lavrovic, go to the bench. Osley off on the first.
So right now the starting 5 that is in for Boise, or the 5 that are in, not the starting 5, have scored 12 points. And their scores, Lavrovic, Leonidas, Lalott, combining for 17 with Bowers with 1, are all on the bench. This is an opportunity for San Diego State to recognize what they have.
Open 3, Adams in the corner. The drive and the kick from Avenger.
She's missed a bunch of those shots, Nate. It was her time. I mean, she had just missed. And that one deep in the corner, she found it.
Aztecs have made their last 4. Under 2 left in the quarter. Oh, they needed that one. Jada Clark going to the rim and laying it in.
That's her first point of the game. She's got 2 in 7 minutes.
Get some contact down low between Adams and Hull. Foul called away from the basketball. And that foul was on Trista Hull, freshman from Yakima, Washington. Ramos got it back from Villalobos.
Good shot. Just off the mark for Ramos.
Clark the other way. Bounce ahead to Nero, and the lay-in in transition.
Boise has won the transition game, and that was one of the keys for their game. They have a great transition game. We've seen it all season long. They can hurt you there, and the Aztecs just haven't been able to figure it out on the miss.
Ooh, Avenger got clobbered, hits the deck, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul was on Hull. It's a 4th team foul on Boise State, so the next one will put San Diego State into the bonus. That's the 2nd on Hull.
Well, I tell you, the Broncos just hanging around, not allowing the Aztecs to build anything more than a 5-6 point lead.
Free throw line so far today, both teams at just 50% from the stripe. Avenger goes 0 for 2. Villalobos, the offensive rebound. Putback doesn't fall, and Muse wrestles the rebound away.
Yeah, if I were Villalobos, I would have taken that ball out and had a chance to get a high percentage shot.
Nero the open triple.
Woo!
2-point game.
That's a good looking shot deep in the corner. Nero steps up.
Avenger had a block from behind, out of bounds. Muse with the rejection.
Big time block. Beautiful pass by Clark. Presnell checks Clark into the game. She makes a great pass. They get a bucket the next possession. Nero drains that 3.
Yeah, she's got 7 now. Off balance. Wild shot by Avenger, doesn't fall. Broncos can tie it or take the lead on this possession.
Good pass opposite. Smart to pull it out.
Nero a reset near midcourt. Sophomore from Beaverton, Oregon. She scored in double figures 10 times this season. 3 of 7 from the floor today. That was her first triple on that last possession. Oh, and she had a good look and just too strong with the layup. 5 seconds to go in the quarter now. Ramos trying to get to the rim. Feeds it to Adams, who lays it in at the buzzer. Ramos to Adams, and it's back to a 4-point lead for San Diego State as we head to the 4th. 42-38, San Diego State. We start this 4th quarter with San Diego State up 4. They've led for 27 minutes of this basketball game, up 6 at the end of the first, 2 at the half, and 4 as we start this 4th quarter. Aztec ball, they can grow the lead right here. Front iron no good, but a second chance opportunity coming up now for San Diego State. Avenger leading all scorers with 15. Probes towards her left. 4 on the shot clock. Circles around the rim. Nice feed over to Pepe, who puts in the floater.
Got the bounce too, the friendly bounce. The freshman did. 5'11" freshman Pepe. She is having herself a game.
4th assist for Avenger. Abby Muse, you saw the size right there. She got position, able to shoot over the smaller defender.
I'll tell you, that is what we knew the game plan was. I mentioned it off the top, that the size of Boise State could hurt San Diego State. It was going to be some mismatches, and depending on who was out on the floor and the rotations.
Ramos hits the deck, and we got a whistle and a foul. Fouls on Muse. That's 2 now on Abby Muse. First team foul on Boise State. Avenger steps inside the arc. So patient. Staples, pump fake, got herself some space. Narrow the other way. Oh, and she got to the rim and finished. Just slipped through 2 defenders. There was an extra gear there.
She's quick. You know, she turns on the afterburners, and that's what she does. And she has good length, so she can get to the rim a little bit quicker at 5'11".
Entry pass lob down to Ramos. Goes up, double pumps, and gets fouled. That'll get Sofia at the line.
Back to that other play. Here comes Boise. They want to run, and just, I mean, it's just great court recognition by Narrow to see the lane that she has. Nobody stepping up and stopping ball. That's the thing. You see a bunch of backs when you're pushing the ball, and you see jersey back numbers. I'm going. I'm taking this downhill all the way to the rim. They're not turned around guarding me.
Foul was on Elodie Lalott. That's 2 on Lalott. Only player in this game with 3 fouls is Villalobos for San Diego State. She's currently on the bench, so foul trouble not a factor yet with 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes remaining. Back to a 4-point game. Oh, stripped away and stolen from behind. The fast hands of Asia Avenger. Ramos circles. She's just in no hurry out there. So much composure.
She and Avenger play such a similar game, the way they keep their dribble alive.
Baseline drive, reverse, no good. Avenger got hit, a lot of contact there, but no call. She was out of control. Refs aren't going to give her that whistle. And Clark in a moving screen is called on Lalott. That's 3 on Elodie Lalott.
Yeah, that's a great draw there by Pepe. I think Pepe was on her backside.
It's still a 4-point game with 7.5 left. San Diego State, 37% from the floor today. 3 of 11 from behind the arc. They're just going to keep going to the rim as much as they can. Their 3-point shot is all created off penetration. Ramos had Clark all over, knocked it away and stolen. Good defense by Clark. Narrow, a nice feed to Muse. And once again, Boise State scoring out on the run. 2-point game, and a timeout is called by Stacey Terry Hudson. Boise State is back within a bucket, looking for the upset here at the Thomas and Mack Center, and doing it out on the run. It's a 2-point game, and Boise State has gotten right back into this, mostly thanks to the speed and the scoring of Mary Kay Narrow.
I just think, you know, she's a game changer. She could be an X factor if she's not on your scouting report. Watch out for number 12, the 5'11" sophomore out of Beaverton, Oregon. She's created a lot. And Nate, there's a little friend in the stands there that we just shot for you.
As Billy Madison would say, Narrow's been quacktastic. Mid-range turnaround, good. Mallory Adams. Nice set out of the timeout for San Diego State.
She comes out of multiple timeouts, and they run a quick hit for her, and she has delivered on a few of those, and they have been timely.
Interior passing, Lalott over to Muse, but stripped away, stolen by Ramos. 3-on-2,
Staples
Ramos.
is open.
Staples steps inside the arc and splashes the two-pointer.
That's great. You get below the free throw lines. You see, Staples did the early work. She got downhill. She got to her spot, and she spread out the defense. She made herself available out there, and all Ramos had to do was keep her eyes up and know eventually she could pass that.
Entry pass, Lalott through contact, goes up strong with the left hand.
Elodie Lalott, I love the way she plays. She's so young. She just has the sky's the limit type of play ahead of her in this program under Gordy Presnell.
She's a double-double threat in this one with 8 points and 8 rebounds. We talked about it, Tammy. Boise State just hanging around.
Yep. Took the lead at one point, and then San Diego State took it right back, but it has been tight.
Pepe gets the screen to Avinger. Shot clock winding down. And Muse got a hand on it and got it to Lalott. That's the size advantage for Boise State. Narrow had an open look. Threw it left side instead to Lalott. Leonidas back into the basketball game. Step back. Short. Staples the rebound. Avinger got the handoff, drives baseline, throws up a wild shot, but a whistle and a foul is called on Anna Osley. That is 3 on Osley.
She's been dynamite in today's game. Osley with a good three-point shot. She just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, and she has just because of her speed and her pace, the way she dribbles, she gets out in transition. You have to always think about Osley, but right now, San Diego State looking to hold on to this 4-point lead. And I tell you, Avinger has had a load on her shoulders as the 5'7". She's just a freshman. She is just a freshman. Out of Cerritos, California. You mentioned that, Nate. Rosary High School has been garnered by multiple CIF awards, including MVP 2019.
Tough trip to the line that time. Boise State gets a break. San Diego State 5 of 12 at the stripe today. Free throw line has not been friendly. Boy, Lalott and Pepe are having a battle down in the post right now. They're trying to find her on the entry pass. They finally do. Muse to Lalott, the turnaround and the foul.
Boy, that was close to a potential bucket and a three-point play, just a little bit stronger. And that ball was going down. And I tell you, Lalott is really working to try to hold off the defender, and they are looking for her. Her teammate, Abby Muse, was just waiting for her to get Pepe on her backside, and when she did, they fed it. I like this Boise State team when they get close to the cup and they get those looks underneath the basket. That's where they're best.
Size advantage has worked for them today.
Other than transition, which is, where they are, and they have hurt San Diego State in that category.
Points in the paint, 30-22 in favor of Boise State.
And they are out rebounding the Aztecs, 36-31.
Lalott makes the second. Boise State is 7 of 14 from the line as a group today. And it's back to a one-possession game. Now can they get the stop? Boy, Avinger, the crossover. She just finds space. Got it to Villalobos. The reverse.
That's her second one. That is her second one, and that is not an easy shot. First of all, it's one-handed. She hardly has a good angle. She's coming from underneath the basket, and she's gotten the friendly bounce twice.
Offensive foul. Avinger got position and drew the contact on Narrow.
Great take by Narrow, but Avinger held her ground. Gordy Presnell disagrees. That was one of those close ones.
4 minutes to go now. Trip to the quarterfinals on the line at the Thomas and Mack. Staples, the touch on the step back. And timeout.
San Diego State is just hot right now, and Boise needs a timeout. They'll take a 30-second.
Aztecs have made 4 of their last 5 from the field. They pushed the lead back to 7. Their biggest lead of the basketball game has been 10. Asia Avenger, 15 points and 5 assists. Staples is the other Aztec in double figures with 10. She's got that along with 6 rebounds. Sofia Ramos has 9 points and 6 assists in this basketball game. 12 assists on 23 made field goals here for San Diego State. They've been able to push the lead back to 7 points. And you talked about it, Tammy, the size advantage, we knew that would be for Boise State. In the backcourt, that's where San Diego State makes their money.
Yeah, Ramos, obviously for San Diego State. Avenger, who has had the ball in her hands more dominantly than anybody else in this game. I think even more so than Leonidas if you're really timing possession. But it has been really the play of the San Diego State guards that are pushing and pressuring Boise State to step up off of Helt side to guard them when they just get downhill. They break down the defense. And I'll tell you, neither team has been great in the 3-ball this game, Nate. 2 for 12 for Boise and 3 for 11 for San Diego State. San Diego State has 3 active players coming into this game in the top 10 all-time in career 3-point percentage. Has not been effective.
They go to Lalott, back out to Narrow on the drive. Too strong off the glass. Villalobos, a big rebound.
I think when your momentum is taking you towards the baseline and you don't get a chance to square up and you throw that up, I think that's just too difficult of a shot. Time is the friend of San Diego State. Clock management and high. Ooh, that's an offensive charge.
Yeah, Ramos, you saw that left elbow come out. Osley had position, hit the deck, and San Diego State turns it back over. Much needed stop for the Broncos.
Yeah, the Aztecs need to understand that clock management is so crucial. They can take the shot they want with a 7-point lead. They have that time.
It was the second on Ramos. Muse works at the elbow. Boy, Leonidas just so shifty. Osley, she got a good look. Just doesn't go down. Frustration from Boise State. A good 3-point look from a good 3-point shooter in Anna Osley. 46 made threes this season, best on the team. Yeah, there was a whistle as the ball went up over the backboard. It didn't touch anything. So some slight confusion. We got that straightened out, and it's San Diego State basketball. Inside 3 minutes to go in a 7-point game. Two and a half minutes left. Up top, open 3, Adams. Got it to go. The lead is 10 for San Diego State.
Well played by Avenger, even in traffic and tight spaces.
Narrow trying to answer. Ramos the weak side rebound. And Ramos dribbled it off her foot and lost it. Osley dove for it. Ramos fell on top of her. Possession arrow is back to Boise State. Oh, the hustle from Anna Osley with a 10-point deficit for her basketball team right now.
Yeah, Ramos loses the handle. Osley just gets down on the deck. You love the hustle there.
That could not have felt good.
Yep. All the weight of Ramos as Ramos left her feet just to dive on it, picking up the foul. But, boy, how could you not love the play of Osley? Boise State now has to play with a sense of urgency. Only 2 minutes left.
And Leonidas tumbling to the floor, and we got a foul on San Diego State. Foul is on Sofia Ramos. That's 3 on Ramos. 4th team foul on San Diego State. Next foul, and the Broncos will be in the bonus. Timeout by Stacey Terry Hudson. She wants to talk this over with 2:03 to go in a 10-point lead. San Diego State looking for win number 15. This would be their best season since the 2012-2013 campaign. Stacey Terry Hudson in her 9th year now at San Diego State. And if they can finish this out, this would be win number 96 that she has garnered leading this program.
Well, it is a program that is desperately looking to be on the upswing. San Diego State has had their struggles, and they have put themselves in a much better position this year, winning games that maybe in the years past that they have not won. And they've come in as a seed at the number 7 seed, positioning themselves a bit better. It's been a good look for the Aztecs. They came in. Their last 3 games were really tough. They were all on the road, at Colorado State, at Wyoming, at Air Force, all elevation. Very difficult to play San Diego State at sea level, and they won 1 of the 3. So coming in with 2 losses, but they are just playing today like they want to survive and advance, and I've loved the chemistry of this team. You see when they hit big shots, everybody on the bench celebrating, so it's a team that's winning together.
Tammy Blackburn, can I just give you credit as well as a Denver resident? I appreciate you calling it elevation and not altitude.
Yeah.
The terminology matters.
It does matter, and you have to get it right.
Leonidas throws it off Staples' foot, but she stepped out of bounds first. Another stop for San Diego State.
Yeah, this is a 10-point lead now for San Diego State. Time is running out, and I know that the 3-ball can change things, but
nearly stolen in the backcourt. Adams comes up with it.
And we'll be shooting here, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foul in the backcourt, and the Aztecs are in the bonus.
Yeah, so San Diego State will, from here on out, be shooting 2 shots, and this helps with a minute 57. But you gotta step up now and make your breaks, because Boise State knows they're going to have to stop the clock.
Adams will be at the line. Mallory Adams, the redshirt junior from Frisco, Texas. Over 850 points and 500 rebounds in her San Diego State career. She's in double figures. Now 12 in the basketball game. 3 Aztecs in double figures. In fact, 4 average in double figures for San Diego State this year. Ramos, Avinger, Adams, and Staples. It's only the 2nd time since '99 the Aztecs have done that. Lalott gets fouled. She'll go to the stripe with a minute 46 left.
Mallory Adams can't believe that foul was called on her. She thought she had established her position and went straight up, but Mallory will get the foul. That's only her 2nd foul. San Diego State playing with 2 players with 4 fouls, Villalobos and Ramos. Nobody really in foul trouble.
That free throw snaps a 9-0 run for San Diego State. That 12-point lead was their biggest of the basketball game. They're up by 11. Adams pulls down the rebound, knocked away, but Aztec basketball, 1:42 left. The winner will take on the 2-seed New Mexico tomorrow. Lobos' team was in the stands to take this one in, just headed out. If San Diego State can hang on, they will advance to tomorrow's quarterfinals. For the Lobos. And San Diego State breaks the full court pressure. Reach in foul called Leonidas.
Hand check. You get 1 measure up touch. This is a rule. You get 1 measure up touch, and any contact with your hands after that measure up touch, that's an automatic foul. And the officials across the United States have been consistent with that. They focus on that.
That was the first foul on Leonidas. Asia Avinger has done everything well today except shoot free throws, just 1 of 6 at the stripe. Still 7 of 13 from the field, 15 points and 5 assists. Excellent freshman, member of the Mountain West all-freshman team. That was announced today. Confident stroke that time. And the lead is 13. That's now the new biggest lead of the basketball game. Osley has an open look, high arcing triple, buries it. Second three of the basketball game. Timeout. Gordy Presnell and Boise State will keep it right here with 1:20 left on the clock. 10-point game. Yeah, Osley's second triple. Got space in front of Ramos and knocked it down. Anna Osley is sophomore. You know, you look at the nucleus of this team, and Lalotte's the sophomore. Muse is a sophomore. Nero is a sophomore.
Lavrovich,
yep,
a freshman.
A freshman.
Yep.
This is, we'll call this kind of a reset season for
Jada
Boise
Clark,
State.
Freshman.
Yep.
Right? We've seen some good things out of her with her minutes when she checked in.
Krista Hull is a freshman. So, yeah, a lot of promise for the future of this program. Leonidas and Bowers, kind of the two seniors. Leonidas, redshirt senior, played 3 years at Brown. Of course, couldn't play last year. Ivy League was canceled last year. Transferred to Boise State, had a terrific season. Led the team in scoring this year. As we see a foul out at half court, Mercedes Staples will walk over to the line and shoot a couple free throws. Osley and Lalotte will return. Both Osley and Lalotte with 3 fouls, so Gordy Presnell trying to spare them the foul trouble. Ramos has 4 for San Diego State. Villalobos has 4. There you go, get the stop, but unfortunately an offensive rebound to San Diego State. Not able to take advantage of the 2 missed free throws, and then the reach-in foul. And it's Boise State ball. It was traveling called on Ramos. She thought that whistle was for the foul. Nero goes to work now. 10-point game. Gets to the rim and lays it in.
Pressure by the Broncos on the inbound. You got to be smart. San Diego State has to be ready. And one of our officials, Chuck Gonzalez, calls a foul.
Called it on the full court pressure.
And again, San Diego State back to the line.
That foul was on Osley.
They need to make good with their free throws, or else the Broncos can change things. They've scored quickly.
That gives Ramos 10, so 4th Aztec in double figures.
Right now, 9-point lead.
Big second free throw coming up, and good.
Yep, that could be the one right there.
San Diego State can finish this game at the line.
So much time off the clock.
Too strong from Osley. Ramos got it ahead
play
to Staples, and she'll back it up and draw the foul. Definitely a smart play there by the senior Staples, the transfer from Minnesota. Clock is in San Diego State's favor right now with 41 seconds left.
Heads up play by Ramos to get the ball outletted to Staples, who was standing at about half court, and she just led Staples to that ball, so that about 5 extra seconds came off that clock.
Staples connects on the second free throw. Osley trying to find space and banks it in on the step back. Nearly stolen by Leonidas in the backcourt, out of bounds Aztec ball.
I'll tell you, I'm not surprised that that shot went in by Osley. I just think that she's a player that you get rewarded, you get what you give. And that's what I see in this player in Osley. Look at this. I mean, this is high arcing rainbow shot. It's a prayer, right? And she just, it banks, and she's saying, I didn't even mean to do that. But look at her, she gets right up and hustle. it's just players you just love to watch, and Osley for me is one of those.
She's had a great game today, 15 points. She's hit 3 triples, 5 of 10 from the floor, a couple of rebounds, 2 assists in her 32 minutes of action.
So good at her high school, at Chaparral High School, 5A state title. That was her sophomore year, and she averaged 22 points per game, and she shot 52%. You see what she's done in high school and how she comes to this program, a sharp shooter. She got injured right before her senior year. Actually, yeah, just right before her senior year. But you know, she's healthy now, and she's obviously a sophomore. She's been at Boise State now for finishing up 2 years. Good little player.
She's got the 4 fouls, so she's substituted out by Gordy Presnell on this defensive possession. Ramos inbounding. Had Staples, couldn't find her. Dangerous pass to Avenger, and she gets fouled in the backcourt by Leonidas. That was almost disastrous for San Diego State. Avenger a little bit shaken up.
You have to, on a play like that, you have to go to the ball, help your teammate inbound the ball, set screens. Don't just think that you can hold your defender off, especially as long and athletic as Boise State is. This has been a very long 2 minutes, Nate, for San Diego State and for Boise.
Nine-point game. Boise goes to work. Narrow to the rim. Too strong. Over to Ramos. And we'll see if Boise State fouls again. Ramos ahead to Staples. And now they'll dribble out the clock. So that'll do it. 65-56. San Diego State 15th win of the season, the most since the 2012-13 campaign for the San Diego State Aztecs. The 7 seed behind 18 points from the super freshman Asia Avenger to go along with 5 assists. 3 other Aztecs in double figures today, Adams, Ramos, and Staples. San Diego State takes on New Mexico tomorrow. The Lobos, the 2 seed, they'll get the 7 seed, San Diego State. Boise State led by Anna Osler with 15, but it's San Diego State moving on. Your post-game show coming up next.
A second team has punched its ticket to the quarterfinals of the 2022 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship, and it's the San Diego State Aztecs who top Boise State 65-56. And the Aztecs today led by a freshman, Asia Avenger, the leading scorer for the Aztecs, 18 points. Without further ado, let's go down courtside and hook up with Bridget Howard, who's standing by with the star of the game. Bridge.
Thanks, Jesse. Asia, 18 points here today. You were getting it done on both ends of the court, taking charges, making some buckets. What were you seeing that allowed you to be so effective here tonight?
Honestly, you just got to take it one play at a time. And I trust my teammates, and they help me throughout it all. And I depend on them. And if they have my back, I have their back. So making those little plays and, like, every little detail counts. So it just got us the win today.
You were selected earlier today to the Mountain West all-freshman team. What's made this season so special for you, and looking back and what you've been able to accomplish so far?
I mean, I put the time in and all the hard work, especially my teammates. They make me better and make me grow every day.
You get the number 2 seed New Mexico tomorrow. They beat you both times during the regular season. Reflecting back on those matchups, what's going to be key tomorrow as you take on the Lobos?
Tomorrow we just got to buckle down on defense and really box out and run the court because they're really good in transition. But if we get back, I think we can handle them.
Well, Asia, congratulations. Go celebrate this one, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Back to you, Jess.
On the Mountain West Network, Nate Kreckman and Nate, when you got a freshman that rises to the occasion like that. Look, Asia Avenger has been someone that we've known about for a long time, preseason freshman of the year in the league. really showed why she's thought so highly here tonight.
She lived up to it today. Yeah, 18 points and 5 assists for Asia Avenger, and really Boise State just didn't have an answer for her all day. Her speed was too much for them to be able to deal with. We knew coming in Boise State was going to have the size advantage in this game. The advantage in the backcourt was to San Diego State, and you saw it, the great game that Ramos had, but really the story was Asia Avenger.
Yeah, San Diego State now 15 wins on the season. That's the most for an Aztec program since the 2012-2013 season. Let's go back down to Bridge, who's standing by with the head coach.
I'm here with head coach Stacy Terry Hudson. Coach, the Aztecs led for basically from tip and then throughout the rest of the game. What did you see from your group that allowed them to close this one out here tonight?
I thought we did a good job on their post players. Last time we played at Boise, their post players did a really good job on us. So I thought we, made sure they made the extra pass, and we created some turnovers and were able to get out and run. So I think that helped us to start the game. And then we were able to withhold, when they went on their runs, we were able to kind of push back. So that was good.
4 players scoring in double digits tonight. You've got 4 players that are averaging double digits on the season in conference play. What's different about this group this year that allows them to really share the wealth and share the ball?
Well, we're better when we share, and that's really what we're about. When we, in all of our recruiting pitches, we talk about how when you come here, you're going to have to share the ball. I'd rather have 5, 6 kids in double figures than 1 kid scoring 30. So I like to share. I think it's better basketball, and we play better when we're out in transition and making the extra pass.
Well, one kid that has scored 30 points this year and does continue to share the ball is that girl that we just talked to, Asia Avenger, put up 18 points tonight. What makes her such a special player day in and day out?
She's just an unbelievable competitor, and we do a lot through her. She's our focal point on the defensive end, and she gets us going on offense. But, we've done a good job of putting great scorers around her, so when she can get down in the paint, and if 2 people come, she's able to make the extra pass, and she's doing a great job. And, I'm telling you, the future's just bright for her. I mean, she has so much to learn. She's already such an amazing player with so much more to learn.
Well, you get the number 2 seed Lobos tomorrow. They beat you both times in the regular season. What's the focus heading into tomorrow's matchup?
They play a fast-paced basketball, so we're going to have to get our track shoes on and be ready to run. But we know who they are. They know who we are. They're a great scoring team, so we have to put some pressure on the three-point line and then rebound.
Well, Coach, congratulations on this one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Jess.
All right, thanks, Bridge. We just heard Coach Stacy talk about run.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get out and run. Well, runs were key to this game. Every time Boise State would trim the lead to 2, and they did that multiple times in this game, including in the fourth quarter, San Diego State would go on a run, and it was a 7-0 run in that fourth quarter that put this game away for the Aztecs.
Yeah, Boise State hung around all day, and they didn't make anything easy on San Diego State, but I loved what Coach said right there. We're better when we share, which I tell my 4-year-old all the time. Shout out to Lucy. But yeah, we're better when we share. 13 assists on 24 made field goals in this game today for San Diego State, and that's really that's what created everything for them. It was penetration, it was breaking down that Boise State defense, and then kicking it out, getting the ball away from their bigs, and hitting some big three-point shots. Mallory Adams was terrific from the outside. Mercedes Staples hit a couple of triples in this game. So really, that's what it was all about. Everything created off of what Avenger did.
Yeah, Staples, the senior from Centerville, Utah, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and when you got seniors, to complement those energetic freshmen that can go on those runs, that was huge, and Staples was one of those seniors here tonight.
Now, Mercedes Staples had a great game, 4 Aztecs in double figures. The 4 that averaged double figures this season all did that job today, which that's their job at tournament time. You got to really rely on your leaders, and that's exactly what happened. Staples had an excellent game. Adams had a terrific game today for San Diego State. Really, I mean, you look up and down their lineup, Villalobos had a couple of great reverse layups in there. Just roster-wide, the balance was on display today for San Diego State. Again, we're better when we share. You saw it from their whole roster.
And when you have that patience, that really comes from leadership, and the Aztecs have one of the great senior leaders in the Mountain West, and Sofia Ramos. Here's someone that averages nearly 15 points a game, but even further, she's the only Aztec to have 1,500 career points, 500 rebounds, 400 assists. I mean, she's the complete package.
Double-double today. She had 11 points. I know that graphic says 9. My box score here says 10. So
we'll give her one more.
We'll have to talk to the official scorer right there and see if she had the double-double. Defensively, she was terrific today as well. She does it all, man. Sofia Ramos, just so much composure from her, having played in this tournament as much as she has.
This ends one of the great runs in Mountain West tournament history. Boise State not going to be in the semifinals for the first time since 2016. So shout out to Gordy Fresnel and the run that they went on. Here are the stats. What jumps out to you?
I mean, really what jumps out at me is, again, 13 assists on 24 made shots right there for San Diego State. Their sharing of the basketball was fantastic in this game. And then just defensively, you give up 56, you're probably going to win, especially in a first-round matchup.
So it's the Aztecs moving on to join Utah State in the quarterfinals tomorrow. One more spot. One more ticket will be punched tonight for the quarterfinals. Will it be Colorado State? Will it be San Jose State? We're about 33 minutes from tip-off between the Rams and the Spartans. Tammy Blackburn and Nate Kreckman will have that call here in just about a half hour. We've had so much fun through two. We got one more to go here in the opening round. The 2022 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. Coming up, again, it's the 11th seeded San Jose State Spartans and the 6th seeded Colorado State Rams. For Nate Kreckman, Bridget Howard, I'm Jesse Kurt saying so long. We'll see you at halftime of our next game.